This time tomorrow, I-25 from Alameda to Auraria will be gridlock. The Colorado Avalanche, hosting Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, will highlight a traffic problem that CDOT had hoped to fix. Bumper-to-bumper cars on that section of interstate through town that's kind of squeezed between the river and railroad. CDOT was forced to scrap a plan to expand the highway there. Our Marshall Zellinger found transit groups celebrating that. If not a Stanley Cup, the biggest win that they've had in a while.
When CDOT bought Burnham Yard, the rail property right next to I-25 in central Denver, it was bought to expand the highway and create new rail and transit options. CDOT cannot do one of those anymore.
And it was welcome news to see CDOT take I-25 expansion off the table for the next 5 years. We really thank them for that. Now it's time to go the next step and remove it from the 10-year plan.
Several groups that support alternative forms of transportation, bus and bike, want CDOT to announce it will not seek highway expansion as part of a 10-year plan that it finalizes in August. The thing is, CDOT has already backed off expanding I-25 through central Denver, though it's still moving ahead with plans to move the railroad for a passenger rail line from Pueblo to Fort Collins. In April, CDOT Director Shoshana Liu sent a letter to the state's Office of Economic Development, which helped CDOT buy Burnham Yard. In that letter, she wrote, CDOT has also determined that the funds do not exist for the widening of I-25 between 6th Avenue and Alameda Avenue, and that only relocating the railroad off I-25 must be studied.
And so we're here again to urge CDOT to take I-25 widening off of the 10-year plan, reinvest those funds in alternate transportation methods.
This is CDOT's 10-year plan, which we are already 3 years into. The first item on the list is the Burnham Yard property, though it no longer includes expanding I-25.
So right now the plan kind of reads like a menu where highway projects are the entrees.
Molly McKinley with Denver Streets Partnership wants CDOT to focus on other transit options, though the 10-year plan does have 10 pages of highway and transit projects statewide.
We need projects that think about moving people, not just cars.
In a statement, CDOT's director wrote, "We appreciate the concerns being raised today and will continue to take those into account as the new plan goes through its next steps." For Next, I'm Marshall Zellinger.
CDOT's 10-year plan update also has to take into account ways to limit greenhouse gases. Although CDOT claims online in its frequently asked questions that it thinks highway expansion can still happen while achieving that goal.